Alright, so as I was saying before, one of the reasons that this bushland is seen as important is also for its cultural heritage values. So here we are walking through the bush along the track, and what we're actually coming up to is the site of Courtney Puckeys' old house. So I think where we're walking now may well have been part of the driveway, and on that rise above us, in front of us now, would have been his house, and very shortly we will come across some of the ruins of that. On our left at the moment is the remains of his salt works, but we'll come back to that. We'll walk around through the house site and then come back to that. And very shortly what we'll begin to see, in fact, is the remains of Puckeys' garden beds. So if you imagine this, a little over 100 years ago, this would have been the site of a rather large residence of a successful local businessman, and this would have been his garden beds. And as we come in here now, we're starting to see the concrete edging of the garden beds. Now it's very much overgrown, native bushland, of course. The garden beds continue here. You've got the concrete edging. So I suspect this possibly would have been the driveway coming around in front of the house, because then as we come just through here, we will come up to what would have been, in fact, the entrance of the house. Just got to control my gimbal here, and here are the stairs. So if you imagine us walking up here now up into the veranda, and there would have been a rather significant dwelling up here, and just in one moment we will in fact see a photo of that on this sign here. So as you can see, a rather large Federation house known as Seafield Homestead, which Puckey built in 1912. He bought the property in 1903. This is before it was public land. It didn't become public land until the early 1950s, after Puckeys died in 1944, and eventually his children sold the property on to the council. The house became derelict after being used as a boarding house for a while, and it was eventually demolished sometime after council bought it.